So today we're talking about Keith Lee. I've spoken about him once before, and this story actually has me heated. Last time I cared in like a funny sense, but it didn't really affect me. And no one was really in the, no one was really in the wrong. No one was like an awful person. This time though, I'm heated a little bit. Okay, let's just get into it. Subscribe with the bell icon for engagement. And yeah. So Keith Lee, if you guys don't know, somehow, he's a food critic on TikTok with about 8 million followers, and I'm being quite deliberate calling him a food critic because that's what I think he is. I don't know why people think that he needs some kind of formal education in food to be able to criticize food. We all eat food. We all know what good food tastes like and bad food tastes like. So what? It's just another way to downplay his, fame, downplay his charisma and why people like him. Oh. Excuse me. And basically, if he gives a bad review, it's just like an easy cop-out to be like, oh, he's not a real food critic, because a real one would have gone to uni or college or something for something. Personally, I don't think he needs any formal education to be able to criticize food. We all know what good food is. We all know what good service is like. We all know what good prices are like. What else do we need? And so I personally really like Keith Lee. I think he's really funny and he seems really charming and he seems very honest when he talks about food. That's really all I look for in someone who reviews something. I mean, the beauty community can learn a lot from Keith Lee. He can't be bought, he's honest, he discloses, he's kind, I think the beauty community right now just needs to take a lot from Keith Lee. Michaela, I'm talking to you. So he has saved a bunch of family businesses, so people want him to review their food, even though they know that he is brutally honest, and if something isn't up to par, he will say it. But if you're confident in your food and the only thing that's stopping you is just, poor marketing or poor location or something, then maybe you just need that one push, and that an honest review from Keith will save your family. And he's reviewed so many small businesses and just increased their revenue, saved their lives, gave them so much money. Once again, Michaela, I'm speaking to you, honey. Wasn't there that one time that she said she stopped reviewing indie makeup brands because they can't keep up with the demand? How about if you try an indie brand, right? This is just what I would do. If I knew as Michaela that I could save someone's life and save someone's business, and I was just doing it out of the goodness of my heart. If I tried their makeup and I didn't like it, I just wouldn't say anything. Maybe I'd post it, but I wouldn't say anything to them. But if I tried their makeup for a TikTok, before posting that TikTok, I would reach out to them and say, hey, I'm Michaela Noguera and I just tried your makeup for a TikTok and I think it's amazing. So I just wanted to let you know. If you guys need a bit more time, let me know. I'm planning on posting this at blah, blah, blah. But if you need me to push it back a little because you're struggling with supply, because I know with my X millions of followers, in my humble opinion, it's going to sell out. So if you guys need a bit more time, do let me know. Anyway, so he saw a TikTok on his For You page, I guess, or it was sent to him. It was a son of someone who owns a food truck. This woman owns a food truck and she sells some food in it. And he basically said that her food is amazing, that they're just in a really bad location and I guess people just don't watch foot traffic, I don't know. So they're just not getting the kind of revenue and sales that they want. And if Keith Lee came, then maybe more people would be inclined to go through there and buy from his mom's, restaurant.
So it's Monday and Keith Lee is officially in Dallas. I saw him upload a video and I asked him for help and come to visit my mom's food truck to hopefully turn it around, because right now I'm having to help her out financially and I've never had to do that my entire life. She's always been self-sufficient. She is an award-winning pastry chef and she is a culinary chef. She has 2 degrees. Her food is extremely good. We are just from Milwaukee, and here in Dallas, it's kind of hard with the marketing because we don't know our way even around yet. We still use GPS. So I know Keith Lee is the king of marketing. So we need him to come and visit. We're going to be at the food truck for the rest of the week, Tuesday through Sunday, y'all. We're going to be there from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The address is 9779 Forest Lane. It's right off of 635 in Forest Lane. You go down like 2 blocks on the left-hand side. You can't miss it. I really ask for the community support right now. If you can't come out and visit because you aren't in Dallas, just tag Keith Lee below. That's the least I'm asking for, y'all. Y'all always see me going to help the homeless, cooking for the homeless and stuff. I ain't never asked for the help from the community in return, but right now, I need y'all to help my mom for me. If you are in Dallas, a little incentive is I'm going to be at the food truck all day tomorrow. So if you want to come out and meet me, I'm going to be there. If y'all don't want to come to see me, at least come for the food. But y'all, please do me a favor. All jokes aside, tag Keith Lee in this video. We need his help.
So Keith Lee goes and reviews it and gives it a glowing review. Says everything's amazing. It's a little bit expensive, but it makes sense because she's an independent, small business, so she needs to cover more costs. She can't buy in bulk, yada yada. And it had 6 million views, which is obviously an amazing, incredible opportunity for her.
Keith Lee is officially in Dallas. I asked him for help and come to visit my mom's food truck to hopefully turn it around.
I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 to 10. He spent $80.11. We are in North Dallas, Texas. We in a hood. I'm not gonna say it no other way. We in a hood. They outside cutting hair, doing braids, waiting on us. They both on live at the same time, him and his sister, but they outside ready, so we had to be 00 this whole time. I'm talking about 007 agents. It's a party out here. The customer service, my family said, was pretty good, and it was on live the whole time, so we can kind of see it. Only thing is, the only person cooking is the mama, so if you do come, please be patient. It's only one person there cooking, but it's a lot of people, so she got the option to have a lot of hands. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 to 10. A pulled pork sandwich, fried ribs with french fries, jerk chicken tacos with beans and rice, and 2 orders of banana pudding. Is this $80 worth of food? In my opinion, no.
But considering the fact that it's been slow and she has an overhead, the fact that this is a food truck and everything is made to order, I understand.
We're gonna start with the pulled pork sandwich. It's loaded. Only thing when you load a sandwich as much as the bottom bun does get soggy. This bottom bun already soggy. My hands greasy. It's just really good seasoned pulled pork with pickles and barbecue sauce. I wish the bun was a little more high quality. You can tell these just regular buns. Like a sweet bun on this will take this over the top. But as it is, I'm not mad at that. It's nothing crazy. 7.8 out of 10. These are deep fried ribs. And when they say deep fried, boy. Look how much meat is on that rib. In my opinion, I would take a lot of the sauce off because it don't need it. The rib by itself is very flavorful. It's crispy. It's meaty. The ribs with the sauce as is, I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10. But I feel like if she take this sauce off, this can be an 8.5. So I feel like this is about to be the highlight. These are jerk tacos. That salsa might be homemade. That sauce is good. It's just a chicken taco. It's a great chicken taco though. It's seasoned. That sauce is spicy. 8.7 out of 10. Last but not least, the banana pudding. Now I'm very picky on sweets. I've said it. I've always said it. Again, take my opinion on sweets with a grain of salt. It's cool. It's not the greatest banana pudding I've ever had, but it's better than most banana puddings I've had before.
Not too sweet.
Take it back. It is a little sweet. I wouldn't eat this whole thing, but for me, as somebody who's not really a sweets person, I give that solid 7.3 out of 10.
But I like sweet. I go 8.6.
One of the main things I will say, in my opinion, the marketing does need a lot of help. There's no menu on the brother's page, on the sister's page, or the mom's page. I feel like a menu with prices should definitely be top priority. That and a website change, in my opinion. I appreciate the invite. And mama, you might need some more hands back there. No promises. It might get a little crazy.
Before we left, we went in and had a conversation with the mom, and we thanked everybody for having us. Me and the mama prayed together, and we left a $4,000 tip behind. God, it's amazing.
I appreciate y'all for having us. I see y'all giving out haircuts and doing braids. So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so we can cut everybody here for free. We want to leave you $1,000 to fix the hair. We want to leave you $2,000. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Like from that point onwards, that food truck would have probably had queues on queues on queues every single day. Fantastic. That's just what he does. He saves businesses. I'm like hiccuping. Oh my god. I had 2 packs of Cheetos, and I think it's just because they're so like air puffed that like it bloats you a little and it just gives you a little bit of air. Kind of like chewing gum, you know? You're just swallowing air. I just love Cheetos so much. Anyway, so he then visits because she, you know, whatever, he thinks the food is amazing, so he visits. That was a surprise visit. He just wanted to see, like, you know, how they're doing, and he tips her $4,000 to split up. He said $2,000 is for essentially her, and then the other $2,000 is to be split between a barber and a woman who's doing braids outside of the truck. Now apparently the son had kind of told them to come along, and so she would be selling food, barber is cutting hair, and the woman braiding is braiding hair for people. It was supposed to be kind of like a cool vibe of like everyone's just hanging out. You don't just have to get food, you can get food, you can get hair done, whether you're a guy or a girl. It was supposed to be a fun vibe, and apparently, you know, the vibe was good. So he said, I want $2,000 for you, and then $2,000 please give to them, so it'd be $1,000 each. And he also paid 800 and something, because I guess that's how much revenue she was getting a day. So he gave her an extra over $800 to basically cover free food for anyone that would come to the food truck. So he's like, I want everyone else to be able to try this food, and I don't want them to have to pay for it. So just for the rest of the day, can you give everyone out free food, and I'll pay you the equivalent of how much you would have made in that day. So she ended up getting essentially 4.9k, which is a bunch of money after already being included in a video with 6 million views, right?
So a lot of y'all know yesterday I got to meet Keith Lee. Great, congratulations. I'm still humbled by the experience. Like, I am ecstatic. Blessings to your family. I really appreciate you. But now this is where the downfall comes in. A lot of y'all was on my live when he said this.
I see y'all giving out haircuts and doing braids.
My little brother, yeah.
So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so he can cut everybody here
Oh,
for
that's
free.
my little brother. He went to go pick up my baby brother from
But
school.
we want to leave you $1,000 to cut hair. We want to leave you $2,000.
And granted, everything was cool, right? Me being me and thinking everybody else is going to have the same genuine heart as me, I charged him $4,000 on his card, meaning all the money went to the food truck in hopes that she would do what she needed to do.
So then, turns out that she kept all of that money to herself. So it was actually a girl that was there at the register kind of helping out because of the sheer volume of people coming after, you know, the review. And she said, the owner essentially said, yeah, give these people free food. And then after a handful of people given free food, she said, okay, we'll start charging them again. Which means that $800 that he gave did not go to covering people's food because she ended up charging people, and that instead it went into her pockets.
So after everything had died down, mind you, on top of him tipping $4,000, this man left an extra $886 to feed everybody else that was coming, right? Right. But this is where she went wrong. I'm in the truck, mind you, I'm a worker. This is your business, so I'm doing what you say. She tell me after this person, which is a third person, that you got to start charging again. Now, it's one thing when he say I'm leaving this for free and for somebody to come and order like one of everything on the menu and try to get both desserts and drinks and shit. Like, yeah, you can put a limit on that. But if this man left you almost $1,000, why the fuck did you stop handing free food out after the third person?
That's one thing. Now, the woman who was doing the braiding also posted a TikTok basically saying how she was snubbed. She didn't get any of the money.
So everything was cool, calm, and collect, right? She told me, she said, look, I just want to let you know it'll be about a day or two before you guys get your money. I work with Square. I've been running my business for the past 4 years with Square, so I know exactly how it works. But if you've been running this business for years, your money gonna clear the next day. Correct? So this morning we got up. Mind you, I'm thinking I gotta go back to help her because yesterday you ain't have nobody that wanted to work for you. You get what I'm saying? So my friend had me come and help you, and then my brother was really only out there, but you somehow trying to make it seem like my brother was giving free haircuts when he was posting flyers with his prices on them. Come on. So then I wake up today, people hit me up talking about, we want to make your menus, we want to make your flyers, da-da-da-da-da. My main thing was, I'm not the face of this company. You get what I'm saying? I'm not the face of this company, but I can put you in contact. If you go through my comment section, you will definitely see where I'm tagging her business over and over and over because people thought it was my shit. So I hit her this morning, was like, Kim, you have workers today? Also, there's a guy who's wanted to do your menu and flyers for you, so I'm sending him your number. Who is this? Sherelle. Yes, I have workers for today, and you can send me his info. Thank you. That was it. So I respond back. I will send you his Instagram, and did you see if your money cleared? You can keep the money that was left for me, but my brother is preparing to leave and go back home, and I'm unsure how he'll get it once he leaves. Granted, all I had to do was send it to her, or she could have sent it to him, whatever. She said, please call me back so an agreement can be made.
And when she called out the owner basically said that she wasn't the one that invited the braider and the barber, so she's not responsible for paying them. It was her son that invited them, and so she doesn't feel responsible for that. And she gave him $1,000 so he can pick whether he wants to keep that for himself or split it with them.
To those messages, she called me and she was just like, well, I didn't invite your brother to come out there and cut hair. I didn't invite you. My son invited you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give $1,000 to my son and he'll give y'all whatever it is he see fit out of there. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
Even then, it was supposed to be $2,000 for her and $2,000 for everyone else. So the fact that she's only given her son $1,000, it's getting to the point now where you're getting stingy with your own son, who clearly is trying to help you. Like, if it wasn't for your son, Keith Lee would have never reviewed your food truck and you would have still been struggling. So your son takes upon himself to get Keith Lee to review your restaurant, and you're given $2,000 and then $2,000 to split with other people, and you don't split it with those people, and instead you half that and you give $1,000 to your son, and then say, oh, you can split with them. But that's ridiculous.
And we want to tip you $2,000. So at what point of it do you feel like you can play God and step in the way and say, oh, I'm gonna block this blessing from this young black man who's trying and do what I want to do, and you think your shit gonna prosper? Baby, I'm gonna make it my personal mission to see that nobody will see Sweetly Seasoned.
How dare you come and make it seem like this was something that it wasn't. You were supposed to be out there to support Sweetly Seasoned, a struggling business. And then you turn around and make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. I dare you. I dare you. And yeah, for everybody, I'm getting emotional because y'all have no idea how much work and effort I put into my business. And I don't know if this is going to make me or break me. I don't know, but I know I got God. And God is the one that told me to go to school. And go to school again. I've been flourishing ever since. I have won chef awards. And I have a lot of upcoming things that I plan on doing. I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I want Keith Lee to tell me, after him knowing the truth now, if that man tell me to give them the money, I'll give it to him. because I'm in for doing the right thing. If he tell me to give them that money, knowing that they was not with me, and just to let y'all know she's a scammer.
So Keith Lee then made a response video and he went point by point to basically debunk the whole thing.
To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get his $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. But then at 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. Even if we wanted to do it a different way. Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out.
And he said that the whole idea of her son just having this braider and barber there just for that one day, just when Keith Lee comes, made no sense because he came by surprise. So they were obviously just there either for that day or they're always there, which makes sense as to why he wanted to tip them, because he felt like they were making the vibe of the place really fun, and like it wasn't just around food, it was around like a community thing. So he said, that's why I wanted to pay them. Second of all, the owner, I'm pretty sure, said that in the video, he said to her, split how you see necessary, like split the money how you think, works. What he meant wasn't like, because he had already elaborated and said 2,000 is for you, and then 1,000 for the barber, and 1,000 is for the braids. So he obviously didn't mean like rearrange that how you feel like it. He just meant I'm gonna give you the 4,000 and then like Zelle or PayPal or like do whatever you need to get those people that money. Like I don't really mind, I'm just giving you the money because I trust you, because I'm on camera speaking to you. But just split that how how you see is gonna work.
The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash. However y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement. But it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion.
He didn't mean like, oh, just pick and choose who you want to give the money to and how much. He meant type of payment, not payment in general and payment amount. So people obviously started leaving bad reviews. I think like take a shot for every time in videos I say, and then they start leaving bad reviews for the company, because that's just kind of what happens on TikTok. And I don't necessarily agree, but I don't also necessarily disagree. I'm kind of quite neutral about that, because I think if you mess up and everyone knows you're messing up, then maybe other people should know that they shouldn't support your business. But at the same time, that is technically like a fraudulent review, because you didn't actually see the place and you didn't experience the place. How can you give it a review? And therefore Google or wherever it is gonna have to take down those reviews because they're not real technically. But like also no one really wants to go to this kind of place with this kind of person who is not a great person.
I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe.
So people left bad reviews, and she ended up changing the name of her food truck so that like she re-registered as like a different name so that those reviews don't really apply to her new place anymore. I guess she's just not gonna advertise this new name of the place. But I just like this whole thing is just so disappointing because like the original TikTok had 6 million views, right? The amount of money that she would have made for the next months, however many months, you know, of people coming over and saying, oh my God, Keith Lee said your food's amazing, I'm coming over, amazing. You're probably gonna build up a loyal customer base of people who come regularly. Like that $4,000 is nothing compared to what she could have made if she just maintained volume, maybe employed some extra people, you know, maybe, I don't know, ended up bulk buying products instead of, but there's ways that you can like cut down on costs, etc. once you're given a sum of money. And all she had to do was just give away $2,000, but still keep 2,000 and just feed people for free for one day, which wasn't for free to her. Like this didn't affect her money in any shape or form. It was paid for by someone else. And instead she got greedy, right? And she made $5,000 minus $1,000 for her son. So she made $4,000, but ended up having to change the name of her food truck. Got a bunch of 1-star reviews. Keith Lee exposed her to his 8 million followers. And I'm assuming people are gonna like walk past her food truck and be like, oh, that's that lady that like stole money from people. Let's not eat there. You know what I mean? Like it's just such a wasted opportunity. It's just crazy how people can take one thing and just completely, and I hate to be so dramatic, but like destroy their lives. Like this is crazy because she could have made so much money over the next coming years. And this was such an amazing opportunity for her and her family, and just greed, honestly, just greed. Ruined it for her, and that's a shame. But let me know what you guys think. Subscribe with the bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.